Saddiq Bey wants DeAndre Hunter money. Supposedly that's why the Pistons traded him. Even for technically they traded Saddiq Bey for James Wiseman, even though it wasn't directly, it was part of that big deal. But they said even though they have a logjam, they were like, we're not going to pay you that, Saddiq Bey. And I've been hearing that Saddiq Bey is more of a mid-level exception guy, like 3 years, 30, $35 million PJ Tucker money is what people would pay Saddiq Bey. Through 3 games with the Hawks, though, he's been playing 22 minutes a night, averaging 11 points, 50% from the field, 57% from three, and 4.7 rebounds, about a little under assist a night, and half a steal, half a block. And again, he had 19 points against the Cavaliers last night. Good old game. All right. Showing us this is the guy that we thought. And I mean, imagine a lineup of DeJounte Murray, Trae Young, Saddiq Bey, DeAndre Hunter, and John Collins. That would be a very long, athletic team that, if they were all hitting their potential and playing at their best versions of themselves, ooh, baby, that's a good game and a good team. So for me, I think this is something that I am a fan of Saddiq Bey. He's showing his athleticism, his ability, and he's a Villanova guy. So for me, I think it's definitely this is I think Sadiq's a guy that could be really good, but is DeAndre Hunter money worth Saddiq Bey? That's the big question. Do you pay Saddiq Bey that big old DeAndre Hunter money? Which, like, for my opinion, DeAndre Hunter got a great deal, and that deal is going to age very well. Okay, DeAndre Hunter signed a. Let me pull this up. I think it was a 5 year, 100 million. Was it 5 year, 100 million? 4 year, 95 million. My apology. 4 year, 95 million. Great deal. That deal's going to age, in my opinion, very well. And as more and more time has passed, I think you know people haven't realized like how impactful players like I think Saddiq Bey, he was inefficient, and part of the reason why they traded him, the Pistons, was A, money, but B, they felt like he hadn't improved since his rookie season. The Pistons preemptively traded Saddiq Bey to the Hawks before he became a restricted free agent this summer, and Detroit took a flyer on James Wiseman. Despite the presence of multiple young bigs on the roster like Jalen Duren, Marvin, Bagley, and Isaiah Stewart, instead of contending with the contract situation with Saddiq Bey. And, quote, I had heard he was asking for insane money this upcoming summer. That the feeling was he would need a DeAndre Hunter contract to keep him. So if that's the case, to me, he's closer to a mid-level guy than a 20 plus million per year. End quote. Jonathan Givony of ESPN. Hunter signed that 4 year, $95 million extension before the start of the season, and Saddiq Bey and Cade Cunningham share the same agent. That's kind of a little tidbit that I feel like some people would laugh at. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's I'm all about people getting their bread, but sometimes I'm always also a big proponent on like knowing your worth, because you never want to come off as somebody who doesn't know their worth. But you also don't want to be that person who looks like an idiot because they're like, hey, pay me this amount, and then you just get laughed in your face. That's always a possibility too. So, I mean, I think it's definitely an interesting situation because, I mean, if Saddiq Bey continues to play well for the Hawks, they're gonna have to pay him, or they just got him for a rental for no reason. And to me, that just wouldn't happen. But yeah, no, I think it's definitely interesting to see how this is all played out. I mean, I've so far have enjoyed Sadiq Bey's presence in the ATL. Now, I know maybe that might not be everybody's opinion. Some people might not like him. I'm not saying he's perfect, but the athleticism, the size, kind of gave him what they've needed. The shooting's been helpful. So I think that's something that people are going to overlook, his impact he's already had on this team. But I do think he's an impactful player who could have a good career here in Atlanta if they can get him under. I mean, personally, I would just give him the qualifying offer. So you technically get him for 1.5 years. Yes, then he would be an unrestricted free agent. I mean, someone could still make an offer for him.